Hey everyone, welcome to Magnolias. We are live in downtown Norfolk, Nebraska. I'm Amy, and today is Monday, which means it's Live Design Day, everybody. We're going to talk about
Yay, Live Design Day!
We're going to talk about design for Memorial Day. Do you decorate different grave sites? Do you have needs that might be a little varied depending on where you're decorating? We're going to design a couple of new combinations for what we call monument headstone saddles, and that is what we're going to start with today. It's these items that clip to the top of your headstone in the cemetery and look so showy from afar. As you're looking across the cemetery, you'll notice these so easily. So headstone, memorial headstone toppers, these are the type of things that are really unique and different and top sellers here at Magnolias, and that's what I want to design for you today.
Yay! So excited to have some beautiful pieces. It's always inspiring to have Mom live design, isn't it? So
we're going to make some stuff,
thanks
people.
for hopping on. We love to see who's joining us. Drop a comment and say hello. Linda's the first one on today. Hello, Linda in Texas.
Thanks for joining.
Dawn, Pat, and Joyce. Hello, how are you today? We are excited to have you. What a beautiful Monday.
It's a gorgeous springy day. We're kind of going here in Nebraska from spring straight into summer with 80-degree temps every day, which is not very spring-like, but
almost
that's what's
90 today, Mom.
Is it almost 90 today?
Yes.
Okay, yesterday was 90, the day before. I think that it's just a little toastier than normal with no rain in sight. Not sure if that's good or bad, but for farming, it's not great.
Yeah, you know, that is just kind of how it goes in this area.
It seems to be the case, so maybe that will change, but right now we are having some beautiful days. This is going to be a really fast-paced live here. I'm going to have to hustle for you guys to make these things. Monument toppers are time-consuming. The techniques that I'm showing today will help you design your own if you want to. This is a kit that comes ready-made. Kind of looks like a loaf of bread in a bag. It is not a loaf of bread in a bag. It is 2 plastic clips that look like this. And your tray will snap. I don't want to snap it on because it's hard to get off. Will snap onto it when you've completed your design. Your tray is pre-prepped with some moss here, and then the moss and wire are securing the brick of foam into the tray. This is going to be removable later so that you can continue to use this tray when the flowers fade and you want to redo it. It's a great technique, and we have it all prepped and ready for you here.
For $27. I'm going to drop a link just so that way you have it in case you're interested. Hello, Diane, Tracy, Vicki, Donna, Brenda, Gail in Kansas, Kathy, and Barb.
Hey,
Terry
everybody.
said, woohoo, I got my notification alert.
Oh,
Awesome.
wow. Did anyone else get a notification?
She's back. Hello, Terry, Deborah. I hope you all had a beautiful Mother's Day weekend. We had good weather. It was warm, but it was breezy, and we went to Diane's greenhouse.
I sent you those photos in Snapchat.
Yes, I posted it to stories.
Did you post anything tagging Diane?
I did. I posted it to stories. Yes. So we went to Diane's greenhouse, and we got right in the front room, and a lady comes up and she says, "I know you too." And we just had to compliment her on her beautiful greenhouse, which is something we have done for Mother's Day for several years.
We usually go to local greenhouses.
Yes.
So yesterday we drove.
I think I've already tapped, like, I have already bought out the local greenhouses, I tell you what.
Oh.
It was
we
about
drove
45 minutes.
It was a little ways up there, and they have a beautiful greenhouse that they're known for their gigantic hanging baskets.
Yes.
So that was outstanding. The baskets were phenomenal.
Yeah, those were awesome. So
Leah
it was
bought
fun
one.
and just fun to, go for a drive on a beautiful Sunday morning, and we had brunch at Mom's house.
Yes, that was fun
So
too.
fun. Mom needs to make a cookbook. I tell you what. Her frittata was amazing.
I am known for my frittata, people.
It was good. So we had
frittata at our house.
a really, really fun day, and that was just an absolute treat.
I think the frittata was good because I had fresh asparagus from my mom, and then I had all the herbs out of my garden, and fresh onions and chives out of my garden. So everything was delish.
Yeah, it was so fun. So we are just excited to be back today. We're invigorated, we're inspired, and we're here to inspire you with some silk floral designs today.
Why not?
And actually, earlier today, I shared the video we took a few years ago, or last year, how to clip these onto your headstone, tricks for memorial drop-ins. So check out that video I posted earlier today. And if you didn't know, free shipping on orders of $99 or more continues.
Still going on.
It ends tonight though, so you have to get your orders in tonight.
Did everybody know that was even happening? Okay, we're going to outline.
And I was looking at the pile of orders with Todd, and I said, well, you're going to be busy today. There was like 6 carts of orders ready to go out the door. So that's always fun when we have a nice busy Monday and we're ready to go.
And everybody likes to be busy.
Yes,
we
do.
Our weeks to be hopping. So that's the best case scenario for all of us, is when we're up to our eyeballs in orders. Everybody loves it. So that free shipping will be a great way to even order this special order item if you'd like.
Yeah.
It will ship for free today, and you'll get 25% off. So like I said, we're going to create a monument saddle headstone topper similar to something like this one. This is a basic one that we have available and ready to go. The one I'm making will be by special request. This one is called the Green Goddess topper. And they come with these little snap-on legs. If you didn't know how these work, they are going to snap on to the top of the, to the bottom of the tray, and then they're going to hit the top of the headstone.
I'm going to drop a link to all memorial designs. Everything's in one link today, or you can go to magnoliasne.com, NE for Nebraska, and see these.
So we'll sit like this, and I will put the legs on the one I designed and show you how it clamps. But these pieces are meant to go on the top of the headstones. Green Goddess is behind me here. We also have this brand new lavender one called the Beautiful Soul. 142. This is a huge one.
Stunning.
Some are larger, some are smaller. And then we do make patriotic ones. A lot of them sell. This is one of the we sell many of these. Stars and Stripes Memorial Saddle, regular 154. All these items are going to be on sale, and that is a gorgeous.
That one's 15% off. Beautiful patriotic design. That one we've restocked a few times. I'm getting so tongue-tied today. Restocked multiple times. Oh, fun. Let's see. Deborah, I'll check on that to see if that candle will fit in the Jane. I don't know if I have that. You know what? I don't have that lantern in here. And I think that lantern is at the store, the Jane lantern. I don't see it here. So I'm actually not able to check that at the moment. We might need to send the store a message, and they can check that in the display tomorrow. Grandma said, what a fun time. My great-grandkids were such a wonderful troopers the whole time. Were they, Grandma? Let's be honest. The cats at the checkout counter were a great distraction. Yes, they were.
Thank
the
goodness
girls
there was
immediately
cats.
were like, we're hungry.
Well, they wanted to sit down.
Oh,
they didn't want to walk through greenhouse after greenhouse.
It's a big greenhouse.
Why. We're trying to train them.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Hello, Karen. She's been busy watching her 1-year-old grandson.
Oh,
she's been catching up this morning on all the lives she's missed lately. Hope everyone had a good Mother's Day. Karen, I hope you had a great Mother's Day. Oh, funny. How are you today? Judy, hello. What are the dark blue flowers, Sharon asks?
Anemone bundle. I just split the anemone bundle so that we can put 3 anemones into this design. I gave you the price list there on the back. It might tell you what the anemone was. A full batch of anemones is $13 for 6 stems.
I let you read your own.
Yes, I'm reading my scribbles. $13 for 6 stems.
Hi, Lynette. Rainy in Cape Coral. Her order shipped. Yay. Nancy, hello, good afternoon from Minnesota. She got her order this weekend.
That's
got
good.
her order in, so you got free shipping. Yes, free shipping on $99 orders ends tonight. And that has clearly been a big hit, you guys, because some of those orders are big, and you can save a lot of money on shipping. We've had orders that are so big that the shipping could literally be like $40 because they're $1,000 orders, and they're getting free shipping. So it's a really good deal. The bigger the order, the more you save.
Everybody loves it. Nobody gets sad about free shipping.
Nobody gets sad. Kathy in Hawaii, aloha. Did you get an order placed, Kathy?
For free shipping.
Yes.
That's Kathy's favorite time. Well, we've got a combination of things going on here to make a very gardeny mixed color piece.
Is this called the mixed color topper?
We could, unless you have anything fancier that you can call it.
I would say cut garden topper, or
there you go.
Would that be good? So we're going to call this the Cut Garden Memorial Saddle. So the Cut Garden Memorial Saddle.
And I'm outlining all of these stems before I put greenery in, because you have to go easy on the greenery. You cannot over-green these things, and you can't make them big. Like most of my designers, when they first make them, they start making them way too big. They easily look bushy and overwhelming, or the wind catches them. You need to keep them kind of petite.
Yes.
So that they stay more compact for holding up the best.
Sharon had a question on shipping. She said, is it a total of your order? So it's actually tiered based on order value, which is very common in home decor spaces, you'll notice online. I didn't realize that it was common, because that's just kind of what we've been doing, but I realized on a lot of websites they do that, which is great. So the bigger the order, the more the shipping, because obviously the larger the box. And so if you place a big order, we had someone place an order well over $1,000. She got free shipping, and that probably will cost us maybe $60 to ship that box. So, and she would have paid maybe around $40, I think is what her savings was. So the bigger the order, the more you save. But it's tiered because we have lots of people placing multiple orders a day, and we don't have a way to combine orders. That just kind of worked out for us. So thank you for that question, Sharon. Hopefully that makes sense.
Hopefully. So we're really going through all these little stems. Now what I did, if you notice, was I cut everything off of the bushes first, and I split things in half. So like this headstone saddle here has half of the bachelor buttons and half of the poppies and half of the anemones. That is because we're going to make a matching vase drop in also. And I want it to be very weedy and kind of, well, I don't know if weedy's the word, gardeny. Lots of variety.
Gardeny, yeah.
Lots of variety. So I wanted to make sure we
gardeny.
had a lot of different types of flowers going on in here, deliberately to create a gardeny effect. So we're using quite a bit of fun items today, and I'm moving quick so I can keep
Well, you always move quick.
done. Get all of this, keep it all on
That's
track.
always a thing, Mom. She is the fastest. Some days I can't keep up, you know? I can't keep up with Lynx, can't keep up with her. Those little legs move quick, I tell ya.
Funny.
That's always been a common thing. We'll go to market, and it took me a while to get up to Mom's speed. I tell you what.
Oh, that's true. But you're taller than me. You can walk faster.
Now I can walk faster, but I really have to put my legs into high gear for that. Nancy, hello. In Cahokia. Nancy in Cahokia.
Hey, everybody.
Blue is your color, she says.
I like
it really
blue.
is.
This is a completed layout of the flowers. Now we just have to fill in. Notice one of the reasons I didn't design greens in it first. And we do sell the green goddess so that you could add your own color accents to it, or just bows. It's greened out. It's like a greened base, which is a floral term. You know, when we're prepping for big holidays in a fresh flower shop, they might green up the containers so that all they have to do is add the flowers later. We're doing the reverse here. We're putting the flowers in because the geraniums have large leaves. Some of the flowers have leaves on them. You don't want to have to incur the use of more greenery than you need to. So we won't need this whole bush, I bet. I think I've only charged for half of it, I believe.
You want to check
that down?
Which half of the thing?
The ivy on this one.
The ivy, yes, you charge only for half.
Okay, so we're gonna
The full bush is $35.
And I don't think I separated the ivy out, so I better take half of it away.
Okay.
Make
Kathy's
sure.
in Houston, by the way.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. It's time for the class reunion.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
That's a big deal.
Oh, I miss Kathy and Mike. We need to just get down there.
As in go to Hawaii.
Yeah, of course. That was implied. Hello,
Everybody
Renee.
go to
Beautiful day in Wisconsin today. She had a birthday on Saturday and Mother's
Happy
Day Sunday.
birthday.
Great weekend. Hope you all had the same.
What a combo, yeah.
Hoping to use your deal today for some free shipping.
I'm splitting these down because I don't want this thing to get really, really full and bushy of ivy. I want the ivy to stay inside.
Looks like someone went into their garden and just cut some things off. Sue, thank you for the question. She asked, do you get free shipping if you use petal points? No, it can't combine. It only knows how to use one coupon code at a time. It's not the smartest. It does its best. The website.
Then it's limitations.
But you earn points, Sue, so just save your points for another purchase and enjoy the free shipping. And just save those coupon codes for when we don't have an extra deal going on. Kathy said, when are you coming, Kate? Today.
Get with it, Kate.
Some point.
Okay, we're going to put a little bit of ferns in.
Love that. And the ferns are in on, all of this is added, right? Did you put ferns?
I think we need to put $4 in for a little fern.
Yeah, I don't think you had fern on here, actually.
Nope. I'm going to fill in. So we don't make the memorial pieces really solid with all of these. You're going to sometimes see a little foam and a little moss because it's kind of just meant to be seen from a distance. If it's not 100% filled in, it's not a centerpiece on your dining table. And for the extra expense, we outline it really well and don't always catch all the gaps. The tray itself is the thing you want to not see. So I try to get the leaves bent down over it as I work. But when you're shaping this and placing it, it will help if you know that you might need to shape and drape it. Shape and drape would be the key word.
Oh, Terry, that's so sweet. She said, my older son made a flower bed around my son who passed with a memorial plaque. It's just beautiful. What a nice idea.
Oh, that's good. Because sometimes right away the grass isn't growing
Yes,
either.
that's so true. Grandma's grass never really wanted to grow.
No, I know a lot of people put sod in because then sod will be guaranteed if you water it, but that is a lot of work.
One of those hard things we have to think about. I'm sure that was hard for you this weekend. I'm so sorry, Terry.
Very true.
Yes. But what a beautiful weekend. The sun is shining and the day is going, and that is beautiful. Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, that fern was needed in there. Kind of
just
adds
gives it a little,
extra
we're
touch.
just going to add this little spike in the middle and call it done. So it's relatively full. It's not as full as the centerpiece. From a distance, it's perfectly full enough. You get to see the color on the headstone, and then this is how it goes. These little felt dots here, felt pads, are going to be sent along so that you could add those to buffer between the tray and the headstone on the top.
Nice.
These get snapped on, and then they'll remove them before shipping. So here's how you snap them. So this piece, by the way, Kate should have the price.
I do. So this one is a regular price. Again, this is called the Cut Garden Memorial Saddle, and it is $168. But today we have 25% off spring, so it is now $126. So if you would like this Cut Garden Memorial Saddle, please send us a message today before the end of the day to enjoy free shipping. But if you miss the free shipping, you will still get the spring sale, making this $126 as a ready to go. And each one is handmade in-house. Every design is made in-house, if you didn't know.
Right.
By our team.
So here's how we expand and clamp the top. We expand the C-clamps. Make sure you get it pushed all the way down so that the tray hits the top of the headstone. And in between there, you can add these little stick-on felt pads to add a little cushion to slide underneath. You can either put them under the tray or underneath the clips, wherever you want, or don't use them at all. Up to you.
I don't use them.
I don't know if I use them either. So then this is how it's going to sit, and when you get it in place, you want to shape it so that things drape down nicely, because it might come a little bit different shaped in the package, but that is basically what you want to do with it. Now ours that we place at a distance, like we drive about 50 miles and we don't go back and get them. They stay on the top of the headstone for the entire year. So when I go out there this year, I will take 2 new ones, and my old ones will still be up there on the hill after all the crazy wind. They actually hold up so well. And I'll pick up the old ones and rotate in with my 2 new ones, and that's what I've been doing, is just bringing one set back and making a new set every year. That will hold up in the wind. It's amazing how well these things do.
Absolutely. Well, we glue everything, and we're making it by hand, so we're trying to make sure it's really secure and strong. And again, this is the Cut Garden Memorial Saddle. Send us a message, an email, whatever works. The sale price is $126.
$126, thanks. Yep. I think I missed that.
Yeah.
So that's a great piece. That is kind of the starting point at these two. They always are over $100, but the tray itself that we sell, if you want to make this, And this little kit comes at $27 to get you going. And it is a reusable thing, especially the way we set it up for you with it being wired, not glued.
Yep.
So that's specifically why we do that. Let's make a matching drop-in to go with this.
So that is our first design of the day. Looks nice.
Yeah, we can make, if you want to leave it, I can make the design drop-in while it's sitting there. Where did I stick my extras? Here. So the drop-in is going to get a couple of geraniums because we saved 2 stems back. We're going to use 3 anemones. We're going to use some ivy. And I better get some taped wire going on here.
Sharon said that is gorgeous. Karen said very pretty.
It'll
Beautiful,
be
Maren said.
Different than any of the colors we have online. Right now we've got pastel pink, pastel lavender. We've got a couple patriotic choices.
Yeah.
I'm going to make a white one also today because we're sort of low on white. And trying to keep these, now is the time to order. We're trying to keep them in stock till the last minute, but if you have to have it shipped, you don't want to wait.
When is Memorial Day?
It's the weekend we're gone. I suppose this year it's the
2 weeks. Is it 2 weeks from today?
Oh.
Let me look.
I believe that's right.
It is 2 weeks from today. So yes, you really do want to order it. That way you have it in time. Ideally, you would order it, I don't know. It's going to go out UPS, so it's relatively quick. I think most people get their order within 5 days, but ideally order today or tomorrow your memorial pieces in order to get those in time.
Right.
Highly recommended.
It is one of those things that sneaks up on you.
Well, and I think, like you and I, we tend to do that around the weekend before or something like that. We don't always go out the day of just because it's always so busy, but I don't know. Do you guys go out the day of on Memorial Day? And I know one year Grandpa had gotten a memorial saddle. He had 15, and he went all over to everyone's, and he had delivered them in one day, and that was a lot.
I better tone this one down. We don't need all this stuff. These don't need to be huge. One thing I've learned about doing the vases is that you don't want them to be really big. The wind catches them. Oh yeah, plastic bag, I got it. The wind will catch it. You just don't need it to be standing way up tall. The shorter and more compact is going to stay better. That's why I make them short and more compact. And we're going to also need to have a stem that's going to be able to drop in. So let me cut off some of these lower leaves so you have enough of a stem to insert and have some depth. It's getting a little short here. This is about as big as it needs to be.
That's nice.
Just a little bundle.
It does look like you just went and grabbed a little fresh cut design, and each piece, is made with a lot of thought, and we try to make them personalized to different people. Like,
you know what I don't have in here? Yellow.
You need some yellow? Do you want me to go grab an echinacea?
I think so.
Okay.
I don't think there's one in here at all. Shoot. Yes, I do need just one. Okay. So then this piece, I removed the lower leaves from some of these stems, and they're just going to be in the way otherwise. Some vases are maybe, what kind of vases have I seen? Most of them are not very big. Some of them are only 6 inches deep. Others are maybe 8 inches deep. Here's 8. Here's 6. The one that we decorate, they're all shorter at 6 inches. I believe you just don't want the profile to be top heavy. It gets caught in the wind when that happens. This looks about right to me. And here's my wire. Thanks.
Delivery.
Okay,
flower delivery.
Instead of using some of these other stems, we're just going to sub in this item. So the price is here.
Hello, Rose. Kristen said, so pretty. I just sent a message to order for my father-in-law. Well, perfect. We'll get that made. There you go. Well, what is the grass that you added to this bundle?
It is part of the bachelor button, the cornflower stem. Oh. So that grass comes with this flower. This flower comes with these spikes of grass, which is super handy because it looks good. And it is part of that bush. So when you cut it apart, you're going to get like 4 spikes of grass in that.
Rose is saying hello from Scotland. Teresa's going in a few days.
Nice.
Get her memorial drop-ins done. So Kristen will be making that for your father-in-law. What a nice treat.
Well, I believe that it will be me at the last minute making stuff for myself. So I should probably be doing, while I'm making these for you, I should be doing some for me. We already took some to my mother-in-law's gravesite, and that one we did early, but I still have all the other family sites This is full. Okay, here we are.
And the video I shared this morning, if you missed it, we have this video that I share every year at Grandma Marie's headstone, and it's showing Mom taking off the saddle from the previous year, so you can actually kind of see how well they hold up. Now her spot is in shade, it's not getting full sun, whereas my other grandma's is getting full sun, whipped with wind.
And that one is actually at the store in the back photo area.
Oh, is it? So we're going to take a photo of how it held up?
Right, we can. I don't think I took the pictures of it. It was out there all year in the country, in the wind, surrounded by cornfields.
Yep. That's
dirty.
The hardest thing is the
Gets
dust.
dirty.
There's nothing you can do about that, but...
So then you get left with this bundle of wire here that does not look attractive and pretty, and it's not a drop-in. So what I told Linda we should do, and this has been working pretty nicely, is we don't need to wrap bendy vine around it cosmetically the way we would do a drop-in for your dining room table. But if I put a little glue over the wire area, I can take this big geranium leaf that I cut off and repurpose him and just make a little wrap to disguise. That is the way to do it, I think. I mean, this is how they're going to come if you order them from us, because I don't like to see messy vases, and I'm not sure if everybody's going to use this at the cemetery. Someone could choose this for a vase, and that way it's going to be cleaned up a little bit. There you go.
Hi, Janet. Marilyn always goes a week at least early. After they mow, we have 7 graves in 3 different cemeteries. That's a bit of a drive.
So I showed this the other day, my trick. We don't have a vase up here to show you, but unless there's anything that sort of emulates
this or this?
Nothing. Zach, that might work. That one will.
This one?
So if you have a vase
what do you want?
on the headstone, which is, of course, part of the headstone, drop in, the kind you pull open, it doesn't matter what it is. You're going to need to wedge this in here, because simply sitting it's not going to stay. It never will. So even for a few days, the wind comes up and that's the end of it. So what you want to do is wedge it. When I was little, my mom used to use chicken wire and press chicken wire into the opening, which is a lot of work. I have been using plastic bags, just the grocery store bags, and you twist them up. This is the only bag I have here. I don't have a grocery store bag, but you do this, and you twist a rope of it, and you wrap it around the stem like this. And you want a nice big glob of plastic so that when you go to press it in the vase, that you're actually having to squeeze the plastic to get it to go in there. And then when you get it in place and you let go, that plastic expands in there and wedges it in well.
And it takes more than you think.
It takes a lot. So take a bunch of bags, because if you have to clean anything old off, you'll have a bag with you. And you can use as many as you need to. It's water resistant. It won't deteriorate. It's free. It wedges securely, and then that will keep it in there and not be blowing out. So that's my tips for you on how to secure that in the vase at the cemetery. It doesn't look bad in this picture at all.
So we're going to call it the cut garden drop-in, just to keep on, since it's
coordinating.
Yes.
So it's all the same components in drop-in form. I think it was like $55. Oh, did I have labor on there? No, I don't have labor.
No, you don't.
So it should be $65. And then you'll have the design piece on sale, so she'll give you the sale price. But that is how you're gonna get it to stay at the cemetery.
$65 is the regular price. $48.75 is the sale.
So for the dimensions of this piece, the total height is we're going to say that it's going to be, say, 16 inches tall. It's a little bit taller, but we'll say 16. And it spans about 14 inches round.
Okay, I have a question from Karen.
And stems are about 6 to 7 inches.
So that's the cut garden drop-in on sale for $48. Karen had a question. She said her in-laws are in Vale Memorial Garden. They require all natural materials when they leave florals. No ribbon, no silk, etc. Oh. Are there any types of floral foam that composes if she wanted to leave a bundle of flowers?
Floral foam that would decompose?
Maybe, yeah. They clear the flowers away as soon as they're dried out. So some kind of natural floral foam. Is that a thing? I don't know if Oasis is natural at all.
Oasis isn't.
And that's the most common brand.
Because you would have to put them in a like a mache container. That also would be
Wow, that's tricky. Wet paper towels would be about the only thing I could think of to just help give them a little moisture.
That's interesting.
If you can't use like plastic.
Because you can't put plastic vials on anything then.
Yeah.
I've never ever heard of that before. And that's an interesting rule. I know a lot of people need you to pick things up, but they don't care what it is.
Right.
So that's a different rule altogether.
Yeah, interesting. Well, I just thought I'd ask you.
I don't know an item at all that is natural in that category.
We don't do much natural around here.
Right.
Our stuff is silk, although we are meant to be used for many years, you know. That is kind of the one thing.
It's a little more economical to do silk because you're going to have, you're going to be able to reuse parts of this. Ours, sometimes I can reuse some of the greenery every year, but when it sits out all year, that's pretty hard on it.
Oh, yeah. Jeannie says she uses about 6 grocery store bags to hold it in.
Thanks. That's a great tip.
Yeah, us Nebraska ladies know. Like Janet said, Nebraska wind will blow it right out.
Yeah, you've got to do a good job.
Yes, so, good. Kristen sent a message for both. You got it. We'll work on that today. Kimberly said, I've used your bag tip every year and it works great. Thank you for the tip.
It's like trial and error. And anyway, who has chicken wire?
Oh, Janet suggested wet moss maybe could be helpful. That's an interesting idea.
You could use wet moss at the cemetery if you need it to be. It'll dry out pretty fast. I just don't even know what the best way to fix that problem would be.
Can I get these out of the way?
Yeah, we're moving on. We're using a hibiscus. I'm trying to just eyeball half of the hibiscus bush because I don't need all of it. And we're using the Hoya. I like this bush. It's very different. It's got a little touch of pinky with the marbleized leaves, so that's why we're going to use that. I like the marbleized color. And we're going to use this one stem. If you want this item, we'll have more in the online store tomorrow, but they have to send it over from the store. This is a lilac stem, actually. I'm going to cut it in half and put it in 2 chunks like so. There. This is a coleus, and it is a great one for filler. You know what? I'm not going to cut the coleus because it's kind of similar to the Hoya now that I look at that. I bet I just want to use some ivy. And then the geranium. So the geranium...
So you might be changing this a little bit?
I might be changing this because I had the coleus on there and I
yes, you did.
I don't want the coleus because
so we'll switch
I like the Hoya better. The Hoya's got, you're going to want to fish out these longer pieces.
Yes.
And that is the ends, of course. That's a weird
Robin
structure.
said she's doing faux on both 3 decks and patio. Oh, on all of her 3 decks and patios. She's going to have her neck fused next month. Oh my gosh, Robin, I'm sorry you have to do that.
I'm sure it's a last resort. I'm sure you've tried all the other things.
I'm glad we can help at least with the silk so you don't have to worry about maintaining. That would be hard to let all that money go out on fresh.
You wouldn't want to have to bribe people to come water for you.
Right. Yes.
That's
Do you
true.
have a bendable twig like a willow branch that you could wrap it around? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Curly willow maybe, Karen? That's a tricky one. Yeah, because then they won't last very long.
So we're going to start with the ends. One side's going to be a little longer than the other because that is the length of the trailers on the bush. I think rather than cut it off, I'm just going to leave it because that'll lay out and look really pretty. Then we've got one more long one here. So we're going to outline with the 2 ends. And it looks like this is an end also.
I love that Hoya bush. It's such a pretty little touch of pink.
Then let's get our flowers in. Yes. That it is.
Hello, Jamie. How are you today? It's probably nice where you're at. I could go for a little beach time.
You were just talking about that today.
Yeah, I was.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
You were talking about that yesterday. How we don't live near a beach.
If I could only convince the family to relocate, everyone.
Everyone would have to go.
Relocate.
Everybody. We're all going together.
I love winter, you know. I'm not even necessarily about escaping the snow, but that would be a happy benefit to being close to the ocean.
You'd probably miss the snow.
Maybe.
For a little bit. For
For
Christmas.
a little bit, yeah.
She would miss it for Christmas.
But you know what? Me and Snow have had it out the last few years because we have not had a white Christmas in years. Since I was in high school, I think, and I remember.
Like really white, like snowed in white Christmas.
They had to bring. We couldn't even get together for Christmas. Shannon had to drive the tractor into town because there was so much snow. That's what I want.
She wants snow.
Snow.
She
Christmas.
means serious snow. Because that year, we could hardly even get 5 blocks to my mom's house.
Right. It was crazy. So all you Florida ladies just know I'm jealous.
She talks about Florida a lot.
Yep. Robin, she already had 4 infusions on her back in the last 8 years. She can't bend at the waist. Oh, I'm so sorry. She said it's the best alternative to real flowers. Well, yeah, if you can't.
Yes.
Well, I'm really glad we can help. I mean, it's one of those things. It's just an added benefit to it, and we are happy to provide a little beauty into your space without you having to do anything for it. We don't sell any, Sheila, we don't sell the cemetery vases that stick in the ground. We are out right now.
We ran out of, the ones that we have remaining are the ones made up.
Yeah, they're designed.
But we are out of the metal ones.
So we don't have any empty ones to sell.
I don't believe so. This is the Pretty in Pink drop-in. It was $50. It says drop-in. I hope online it doesn't say drop-in.
I can double check.
Because it should be the whole vase, and the vase pick goes on the bottom and stabs into the ground. And then we also have this one online ready to go, the Angel Breath.
I think it does, but I'll adjust it. You want it to say like
a cemetery vase. It shouldn't say
Memorial
drop-in.
vase?
It should say memorial vase. That sounds right.
That's fine. I can do that.
And that one is going to be with the pick here, and it's larger. So this one's on sale for $37. Angel Breath drop-in. It's got a big old sticker on the bottom. But those are 2 that are ready to go, if that's helpful. Those vases are the metal ones. I know the plastic ones are way easier to find. I didn't buy the plastic because I wanted the higher quality look of the metal. And the plastic ones sort of have wimpy little picks on the bottom, and they break off sometimes. Or the picks don't stay attached to the vase, in my experience. So we like the metal. This is just that split lilac stem. And we will get more brought over from the store tomorrow, because here at the warehouse, that was the only one, but we do have more. Okay, the hibiscus has a nice amount of leaves. That's filling in really well. And we're going to use the rest of our geraniums up here.
She's joining late. Beautiful day in Wisconsin.
Hello, everybody. It's design day. We're live designing. Got a lot
it's always kind of nice to, put Mom to the test on Mondays.
See if I still got it.
It's your test, your weekly test.
See if I still have abilities.
What do you think, you guys? Does she still got it?
Special powers.
Are you insparked, you guys?
The insparking combo from last week.
We got to make that a shirt, Mom, really. That's just the funniest one.
I was trying to say inspired and sparking ideas, and mostly it came out as insparked. So insparked was the phrase that pays. Is that what the local radio station calls it?
That's what they called it, yeah.
The phrase that pays.
Yes. Did you replace the coleus with something yet?
I have not.
Okay.
We're going to need to decide.
I'm just waiting on that one.
We're going to need to decide. Trying to see what this lilac stem wants to do.
She's in Fort Myers, Florida, visiting on a sister's trip. Fun.
Ooh, nice. That sounds like a good idea.
What a treat.
A sister's trip, and you get to go to Florida.
Terry loves all the designs today.
Thank you. I'm just shortening up a couple of stems here on the back.
I'm loving this one.
Trying to keep it compact. And
I think Grandma Marie would like this one. The hibiscus.
I always do well, that's true. She had big hibiscus. Sometimes if you have a special request, there's still time. My husband's grandma was quite the gardener, and she had dinner plate sized hibiscus bushes.
We were just talking about this.
Yes, yesterday we discussed it. So then she would roll them in the house on their little rolling trays, and they would have to live in the guest bedroom all winter.
Yeah.
And then she'd roll them back outside. I think she kept them in pots.
Well, she had to have.
I felt like they were in her landscaping.
Janet said, "Oh yes, she's got it." Hi, Joanne.
Here we go. Okay,
I love that.
We have some good
because we saw the most gorgeous, like orangey, apricot-y colored hibiscus at the greenhouse this weekend. I thought, oh my gosh, I love it, but I don't want to bring that inside every year.
Right.
I don't have room for that.
It would be, I don't bring mine in, and we're in zone 5, and it dies down.
Right.
And I cut it off, and it's the slowest thing to get going. But by late summer, it is her hibiscus. So I don't bring it in, it still lives. It has dinner plate size hot pink blossoms, and every year the seed reseeds itself, and it actually grows little baby plants. So
oh my gosh,
I think
everyone
I can
in
get you
Florida
one.
but us. Sharon Dietz is saying hello, celebrating their 40th anniversary. That was last month.
Are you
They're
in Florida too? Oh.
Everyone's in Florida but us, Mom. What are we doing?
We screwed it up. We'll have fun in Florida.
Oh, funny.
Should I use some of these lilies?
She said, you gals are creating wonderful Memorial Day flowers. Absolutely beautiful as always.
We're working at it. I'm going to pull off these little daisy things off of here, and then maybe we can make another, maybe Kelsey can use this, the rest of this. Will that be a problem? Will I get into trouble if I take off part of these?
No, you can do whatever. I mean, it's your store.
This is a nice mixed bush. It comes with all of these different things, and believe me, it's hard to find lilies this year. They're in here, and this is the only way I've got lilies. Is in these mixed bushes. But the lilies have this center that has this black orangey combo, so I'm cutting them out. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
And then I'll use the rest of this to make maybe the coordinating drop-in for
so
this.
We don't know how much.
So basically,
does it replace the coleus in price, you think, the same?
Yes.
Okay, great. That's easy enough.
And then we're going to
Carolyn
make
asked,
these
any red geraniums, real touch bushes still available? Carolyn, we only have the tall stem and the short bush in the red real touch. The long drapey one looks like is now sold out.
But the short one is the first thing I cut up when I made my first design. Yep. So that was what the short real touch one looks like.
I just want to double check. Let's see. 30.
I think the other real touch one is sold out also, the velvet.
Let's look. That is sold out. I can't believe how much is sold out. We like to keep these through 4th of July, mind you.
That's true. Red geraniums should last through July 4th, but this year they won't.
Yeah, we do have the velvet geraniums, which are UV protected, and we have that in large and small if you need a bigger one. They're beautiful. They look so real. It's what we've carried many, many years, but if you're after the real touch, the large is sold out and the small is dwindling.
All right, let's snap this on and see how it looks.
Okay. Then it looks like I can add this one up now. Awesome. So the regular price is $142. Now this is included in the spring sale, so it's on sale for $106 today. $106 and change.
Good. It's good to
And
go.
if you place your order today, if you're not paying for it today, I understand. But if you place your order today, before the end of the day, you're going to get free shipping. We're going to honor that free shipping because it takes us a little bit to make them. So your sale price is $106.88. And what are we going to call this, you guys?
Oh yeah, I did not have a name.
Something
so
something memorial saddle.
Just a touch of color with the hibiscus, not very much, mostly white.
We could call it the Marie. That'd be cute.
The Marie, in honor of Grandma Marie, with her gorgeous hibiscus. That was something.
That sounds like a lot. And her house was like up high, wasn't it? How did she get that in the? She had to like carry it upstairs. Oh my gosh, I can't imagine. It's like upstairs. Oh,
I think you're remembering a different grandma's house because you were not born.
I was tiny.
You were tiny. You were probably 2 or 3 when she died.
It's all very fuzzy.
It is. I'm sure you are fuzzy. So this is going to be.
I did have fuzzy hair, so.
I have enough time to make the matching drop-in. Let's do it. Let's do it.
She's gonna orange sherbet. Terry was the first. The
orange sherbet.
Nice. Memorial saddle.
So let's make a matching vase here.
And we'll call it the Sherbet Memorial Drop-In. The orange sherbet. Speaking of orange, did you see we got new D. Marie slushies in? The orange creamsicle.
Ooh, yeah.
I have to go buy a bag of that for myself today because I want it bad, bad, bad. That just sounds like everything I'm after. I love it.
Orange creamsicle.
Sounds
At
so
the end of a hot day, yes,
oh my gosh.
please.
I really could have used that this weekend, but I just had my sangria.
You didn't have any at home?
I had my sangria.
Oh, yeah.
But an orange creamsicle sounded really good. So, yes, our slush mixes, we got new ones in. And, oh my gosh, you guys sold out the classic margarita this weekend? I didn't even realize that.
Oh, really?
Ooh. That was fast.
The classic margarita's gone.
Yes,
Well,
so
how about the jalapeno one? That one's amazing.
that one we have. That one's Jordan's favorite. But I think the sherbet's going to be my new, or the creamsicle's going to be my new fave.
This might be pretty small. These guys are all short.
Can I slide this just so we can see a bit better of what you're doing? Let me get that out of the way. And maybe set these here. Is this in the way of the camera? I can't quite tell.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
So this one's not going to have geraniums. It's going to have these mums. I think I need another
I'm
piece
gonna move
of
them over
this.
here. There we go.
Give me that back. Thank you.
Give it, give it.
So we don't have the Hoya in this one, but we can put the...
Terry said the blueberry margarita is superb.
It's better than I thought it would
Yeah.
be. It turned out to be one of my faves.
That has been one of the favorite. Well, strawberry I think has been the best seller.
Strawberry, of course, is. I mean, anybody will order a strawberry daiquiri and all that. You can make a daiquiri out of it if you just put vodka in it instead of tequila, actually.
Oh. Huh.
Well, a daiquiri would be rum, so you'd put rum in it,
That sounds good.
right? Is daiquiri rum or vodka?
I don't know. I only order, I don't make.
Yes, I know. Your husband likes to mix drinks. He would know.
Yeah, he would know. You know, just
Ask my son.
not my thing. Yeah, he's the bartender barista.
Okay, looks like we need one more piece of this. And we're going to not be able to use that hibiscus. Rats. I don't want to waste anything, but he's sticking down there too low. There we go.
Rum. Oh, yeah, rum
is
the
a
thing.
daiquiri.
Yeah, okay.
So then you put your Bacardi
Oh,
in
yeah, and there's lots of
instead of your
different kind of
tequila. And you could make the daiquiri with the same strawberry mix.
I might need to try that.
Yes, you sure could.
We should have
Or
a
you could
cooking
use like
channel. Mom has unlimited ideas of food.
Favorite vodka would be this whipped cream vodka. I think Smirnoff makes it. Used to buy UV whipped vodka, the brand UV, but I think they stopped making their whipped cream one. Now Smirnoff makes a whipped cream one, and you can buy that and put it in, and it tastes like strawberry shortcake, guys.
Oh my gosh.
All of the things. So now we're going to do the wrap with wire.
I think Mom needs a cooking show and a drinking show.
A drinking show and a cooking show.
Well, the drinks support the food. You need an entertaining show.
Entertaining show. Well, that would be already done by Martha Stewart.
The Magnolias Martha.
Oh, that's funny.
Mom
Martha's
is like the queen of hosting. The floral design is a small part of it. You should see the parties. You should have seen my bridal shower. Oh my gosh. Amazing.
Oh, that was fun.
Yeah. Even Grandpa's birthday party was just, everything's thought out. All the centerpieces.
Because I lay awake thinking.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of it had to be done last minute.
Oh, funny. Sharon said, I see who my friends are. We know our drinks. She's commenting on everyone commenting the rum.
Yes, that's right. Everybody who knows drinks will
funny.
know.
Yes, absolutely. And I'm not a huge drinker, but I will appreciate a really nice cocktail or mocktail at the end of the night. Who doesn't love a nice, fun drink?
Yep.
Oh, good. Tammy said, after watching y'all, I'm going to go plant my plants in my porch pot. Remind me this afternoon, I'll take a video of how I'm going to supplement my fried real plants with some silk plants.
Is that what you're going to do?
Show you guys how I'm going to do that at home.
She killed her plants before she even planted them, you guys.
Rat me out.
They're
just a little, it's warm out. It's not my fault.
Well, you pretty much need to keep them in the shade and give them some water.
Okay,
until
I
you
thought
get
geraniums like
pot
full
of
sun. Do geraniums not like sun?
They like sun.
Okay, well, they're getting sun the back half of the day, and they're just not really doing it.
Her and Leah still like to put real flowers in. I only have really one pot with real flowers in it.
I have 2 pots of real flowers.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have 2 pots.
And then I have my perennials in my landscaping, which are going to get trampled by the siding people.
Yeah,
so I have not done much to...
I have landscaping, but they're like hardy perennials that I don't have to think about and get hit with the sprinkler.
Oh.
So, yeah.
That's right.
Think black-eyed Susan, echinacea, phlox.
This is the baby one. So compared to the other one, this is quite small. Let me show you here. Here's the first one that I made. This, again, if we recap, was called the Cut Garden Drop-In.
There you go.
On sale for $48.75 is the multicolored one, and this one's going to be called the Marie Drop-In. Is that right?
Sherbet.
Sherbet Drop-In?
Yep,
okay.
we decided on Sherbet.
Sherbet Drop-In, and that one's going to be on sale for...
It is $49.50. The sale price is $37. $37.50 is the sale price, and that is the Sherbet Memorial Drop-In and the Sherbet Headstone Topper.
But I think little is good in some cases. You just have to, you be the judge. You've taken things out there before. The vases can vary quite a bit. Everybody says, is there a standard vase liner? No, there is not. The headstone companies make them all different.
Right, yes.
And that is going to be ready to go, and it'll coordinate with this topper here.
Sherbet Memorial
saddle.
Terry said, tomato, they're all delicious. I took my blueberry margarita on the boat, kept it in the Yeti. It stayed perfectly frozen until I was done.
Yay, Yetis.
That's awesome.
That's perfect. So this was the Sherbet Memorial Saddle at $106 on sale.
And these are made to order, so send us a message today. In order to qualify for free shipping, you have to order today, though.
That's true. Today
you have to
would be a good
message
day.
us today.
And today is May 12th, FYI.
Thank you.
If you're watching it in replay, Monday, May 12th. So if you need one of these on the top and then maybe two of these on the coordinating headstones of a group in an area of a family plot or something, let me know. We can make multiples. And then the piece that matches this is here, still clipped to my demo box. This is the mixed color cut garden, the cut garden saddle, on sale for $126. A lot more flower options in there. It can be both masculine, I think, or female for a woman's headstone. I believe when I make these bright colors, they become pretty universal. Where pink is pink, you know. This one has colors that could appeal to many different kinds of people. And if there's something special we can make for you with a specific flower, you can see the flower online, and you have a thought on that, just let us know. They're all ending up to be over 100 because the base itself and the labor is a lot. Plus you have to fill them in. You can't leave them half empty. The tray is a pretty good size. You have to cover it. So that is what I'd recommend, is getting in touch with Connie at the store if you want a special one.
Yep. Send us a message. We'll get that worked on for you.
That is all
gorgeous
the things.
memorial headstone. Pat said, and drop-in designs. Have a wonderful day. She
Did I talk about everything? Oh, the vase, the wreaths behind us are all on sale for around $50, I think. And every wreath is really close in price because we make them all this size, and we have the easels that they'll fit on. And my diameter choice for the cemetery is always around 19 to 22 inches because big things get caught in the wind on tall easels. You want short easels, and you want to wire your wreath on. So it comes with a hanger, but you can still add a piece of wire to make sure it's secured at the bottom of the easel, and then stick that thing all the way in the ground. Not just a little bit, sink it 6 inches into the ground up to the base of the stand, and you'll ensure that your wreath doesn't go anywhere if it's wired to that stand. So that piece is called the Angel Breath.
Deborah said, beautiful designs today. Thanks for sharing.
Oh yeah, this would look cute too.
That one's
and this one is called the Morning Dawn, by the way. The Morning Dawn. And you'll find more just like this online. We have several choices there.
And we make them all in-house.
We do.
Just for you.
So thanks everybody for hanging out today. We'll be back tomorrow night. Tuesdays are live at 5. You can catch us then, and we'll give you an update on what we're doing this week. See you everybody. Bye.